Hello, friends. How are you? Wow, it's already Wednesday, guys. I can't even believe the week is flying by like this, but I am so grateful. Um, Let me share this out. How are you guys doing today? Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, Joey. Oh, speaking of Joey, guys, if you are a person who loves being in the kitchen, um, my sister has just launched a a custom spice company called Of the Season Spices, and my sister is amazing in the kitchen. So if you like to chef it up, go check out oftheseasonspices.com. All right. This new way of sharing is so whack. It takes so long. Uh, Hi, whoever's watching. I mean, it might be me. Um, this is really annoying. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. Here we go. Here we go now. Now let's go to Instagram and go live. Hey guys, 8 to 1 post. Okay. All right, guys. So our comment or our title is pinned. Let's get our recording device ready. Tonight is probably going to be a short show. I only had a couple of stories. Hey, friends. As you come in, please say hi so I can greet you properly, because Facebook doesn't tell me who's watching unless you say something. Hold on a second. Okay. Sorry, Instagram. I needed to turn up the brightness because I could not see myself. Hey, guys. All right, we're getting started in just 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. Hey, my friends. Hey, my friends. Yeah. How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Ooh, I gotta turn off the sound on this. Okay. All right. Hey, AP Jackson. How you doing, my dear? We're getting started shortly. Like less than a minute. Today was kind of slow on the news. But we always make it work. There's tons of stuff to talk about. All right. I know, I'm usually more chatty than this. My energy's really low. I think it's because of the sun. I was out walking my dog, and the sun drains you. Okay, it's 8:05. It's time to get started. All right, we are getting started. Let me hit record. Just a second. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Thursday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you're wondering who I am, I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the host of the show, and I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. So if you need help with things like getting your business registered with the state, having EIN numbers, DUNS numbers, contract templates, operating agreements, basic brand protection strategies, hiring policies. I help you do all of those foundational pieces that turn your side hustle into a business, okay? If you're in the startup phase of your business and you need some help trying to figure things out, that's where I come in. If you want to work with me, you can go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm. That is where you can schedule a free 15-minute consultation with me if you are a first-time client. Please be aware when you book your appointment, it's your responsibility to call me at your appointment time, okay? Besides the free consultation, you can also download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet. That is a PDF document that will help you choose and launch your dream business in 7 days or less. As well, you can book a one-on-one coaching session, a 1-hour coaching session with me, where we will take your business from stem to stern in the startup process. And you can also check out my digital products at linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm. So linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm, there's a lot of things over there. Oh, I forgot a couple of other things. So you can subscribe to my YouTube channel over there, and that's where I have all the episodes for this show. I know IGTV has let us start storing our videos, but I have hundreds of videos, and they're all stored on YouTube. So if you're interested in that, you'll want to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And you can also subscribe to the podcast. You can't always watch the show visually, but you can always listen. So that is why I have my trusty recording device, so I can record the audio. All right. Okay, so that's enough about me. Let's talk about the show. For those who will rewatch, if this is new for you, the way that the show works is I pull stories that you guys send me, that I find in the news, that I see on blogs, and I pull the ones that I think have lessons that we can learn as business owners, and we discuss them. So this is a time for us to talk to each other, to interact. Hey, King Soleil! What's up, Gary? But yeah, so this is a time for us to all, to talk to each other and ask questions. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to give commentary. All right. How are the girls, Gary? What are they in college now? Sorry, y'all. Okay, so we are getting started shortly. Again, this is probably going to be a short show tonight. I only had a couple of stories. We can open it up for Q&A. If you guys have questions that you want to ask me about the startup process or about contracts or, business formation, so we can do that. Or, we can just chit chat. It don't always have to be business. It can be fun too. All right. Okay. So the first story that we are talking about, has anybody heard of the music group Plan B? Has anybody heard of the music group Plan B? If you have, please give me a 1 in the comments. Okay. All right. If you've heard of the music group Plan B, give me a 1 in the comments. If you haven't, just give me a 2. I hadn't heard of them before this story. Anyway, let's get into the story. So this is the case of Orlando Valley of the Plan B versus Los Magnificos and Sony. Oh, you're so funny, King Soleil. You heard about the bill. No, this is a music group. A music group, okay? So in this music group was a songwriter by the name of Orlando Valley, okay? Now, Orlando had an agreement with Los Magnificos, the company that he is suing right now. He had a publishing contract with them in 2010 for 3 years. It ended in 2014, and the contract stated that rights to his music could only be transferred with his permission, or at least that's what Orlando is saying. He's saying that, hey, these guys, Los Magnificos, I had a deal with them, to publish my music, but there was also a clause in that contract that said that they could not transfer the rights to my music to anybody else without my permission, right? Now, here's the problem. So the contract ended in 2014, but Los Magnificos apparently transferred administrative rights to the copyrights for the music to Sony without Orlando's authorization. They claim that they granted exclusive administrative rights to Sony after the contract ended. So they're saying that, look, after our contract with Orlando, we gave the rights over to Sony. We weren't working with him anymore. They say that they have a contract, but no one can seem to find it. As well, for the songs that they transferred rights over to Orlando, they list themselves as the copyright owners and Orlando as the co-author. So, in Los Magnificos' eyes, what that means is Los Magnificos is basically saying, well, we own the copyrights to these songs, so we can transfer that power. Orlando Valley is just a co-author, right? But we don't have a lot of background details for this, but based on the information that you have here, do you think that Orlando has a reputable case here? Do you think that he would have agreed to a contract that said that his music could be shared with another company without his permission? Also, keep in mind, Orlando has not been receiving royalties for his music. He hasn't received any since 2017, according to what he's saying. So, do you think that Orlando has a credible case here? A copyright infringement case? Because Los Magnificos is basically saying there's no copyright infringement here because we're the ones who own the copyright. But what do you think? Do you think that there is a misunderstanding here? Should Orlando back down? What do you guys think? What do you think? I know it takes a little bit longer on Facebook, and Instagram is strangely quiet tonight. Is there a party outside or something? Is there a club quarantine going on? It's all right. I think it's just me and you, AP Jackson. Well, for me, I think that Orlando Valley has a credible argument here. It doesn't make sense. Why would somebody transfer the rights of their work over and not get any royalties for it? The fact that Orlando has not been getting royalties for music that he has clearly performed, and he hasn't been getting royalties for the last 3 years, that is what, makes my ears perk up. Why hasn't he been getting his money, right? Does Sony not know that he is at least a co-author to these songs, which means he's entitled to some of that money? I think that Los Magnificos, they cut him out of the deal and they're, skimming off the top and taking his portion. But that is my my interpretation. So you let me know what you guys think, okay? All right. And then we are moving to our next case. This is the end of a very long and drawn out case. I have actually talked about this case a few times on this show. So if you guys didn't know, the website booking.com, they have been in a battle to trademark their website name booking.com, right? They were trying to trademark booking.com, but they were rejected by the USPTO because the USPTO said that booking was too generic. So they basically took this case all the way up to the Supreme Court for the Supreme Court to decide if when you put a web, ending like a .com or a .gov or a .co or whatever at the end of a generic word, does that give it the ability to be trademarked? And the reason why I entitled tonight's show 8-1 is because the Supreme Court decided just that. The Supreme Court has landed on the side of booking.com in an 8-1 decision. What that means is there are 9 justices on the Supreme Court. 8 of them came to the same conclusion that generic words should have the ability to be trademarked if they are part of a website. They're saying that companies using generic websites, they can get a trademark if it's distinct to the public. So what they're saying is the word itself might be generic, but the way that the public perceives that word when you put the website ending on it makes it something distinctive. So what do you guys think of when you hear booking.com? Hey, Sincere39, how are you? Oh, Sincere, you came in just in time. I was giving an update on the Booking.com case. I don't know if you remember when we talked about the website. They've been trying to get their website name trademarked, Booking.com, and USPTO kept denying them, saying that, it was too generic because of the word booking. And they took it all the way up to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court actually decided on the side of Booking.com. They said that companies using generic websites like Booking.com can get a trademark if the website is distinctive to the public. So they're saying that even if the word that is for the web, even if the word that they're using is generic, if you put that website ending on it and people come to recognize it with your brand, you can get it trademarked. So what do you guys think about that? What do you think that's going to do to the to trademark applications in general? Now that they have basically said, as long as you stick a website ending on it, you can get it. What do you think about that? AP Jackson, you think of reservations when you think Booking.com. What kind of reservations? What kind of reservations, AP Jackson? I personally, now while 8 of the justices came to this conclusion, I don't agree with this. I don't think that this is a good idea. I think it's going to cause a lot of problems. I think that it's going to be kind of a land grab for, taking the most generic words you can find, putting a .com on the end and trying to trademark it. So, yeah, hotels. Okay, so you don't just think of it as booking anything. You associate it with a specific service, right? So that is what the Supreme Court is saying. They're saying that people associate Booking.com with a specific service. So it's come to have a distinctive meaning. That is what the Supreme Court is saying. Now, while I understand their reasoning, I don't necessarily agree with it. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about it? The reason why I don't agree with it is because I think it's going to inspire a lot of people to start trademarking generic websites just to have it. It's not that hard to get a domain name, and you can just get the trademark for a single class of goods. But that's my argument. Da 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 da. AP Jackson, I know that it takes a while for your responses to come through, so I want to give you a little bit more time because I really do want to get your opinions. We don't have a lot of stories tonight, so we can talk about these all day. There was one more story that I wanted to cover with you guys that was not written down here. All right. Okay. Anyway, so Booking.com has gotten the okay by the Supreme Court of the United States. So expect to see Booking.com with an R and a circle on it pretty soon because they're going to be able to get a registered trademark for their website. Congrats to them, I guess. Yes. And the last story that I wanted to talk about tonight, it's going to be a short show, guys. I didn't have a lot of stories, and apparently y'all at the club. It's okay. Every day isn't a big crowd day, and that is okay because sometimes you need a break. But yeah, the last thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight is apparently Cardi B has taken a break from social media because she has been accused of plagiarism. And my good friend Tanya, she sent this story to me, and I read the details, and while there's not a lawsuit pending or anything, I find it interesting when there are all of these claims of ghostwriting and plagiarism in the music world, right? If you guys are filing your trademarks for the songs that you write, wouldn't you be able to do the work and trace it back to whoever wrote the song first? It's not like these songs are just in the air. It's not like these songs are just in the vapor. Now, I'm not saying that Cardi B writes all her stuff. I know that she has certain songwriters, but I don't think that she is the type of artist that would steal someone else's lyrics. she can just have someone whip the lyrics up for her and then put the copyrights in her name. So if you're any Cardi B fans here, any Cardi fans, it's just that I wonder why there are all of these wars about ghostwriting and not writing your own lyrics, when if you guys, hey, King Tax Services, I was just talking about the Cardi story, because I was trying to figure out, why is there such a big, since Internet said they do it all the time. They do, but it's like, here's my thing. If you have not done your due diligence to copyright your work, and someone else does, that's your bad at this point, especially if you're in this industry. You're in an industry where you live off of your creativity, right? So rappers are supposed to have bars, especially from New York. And that's cool. Look, no man is an island. Everyone needs help, right? But if you are claiming that someone, because the thing is, someone is claiming that Cardi B stole lyrics from them. Now, if you had your copyrights in order, you had your copyrights in place, we would be able to see that this song had been previously recorded. But we're basically just having to take your word on it. And this is why it's important for you guys to have, yes, I was, girl. This is why it's important for you guys to make sure that your intellectual property is in order, so that you're not out here looking a whole mess. Intellectual property is a legal record of the things that you create. You know, your books, your dances, your music, all of that stuff. If you want to be recognized for your creations, you've got to protect them, especially in this day and age. It really irks me when I see artists going online complaining about having their work stolen when they haven't done the due diligence to have it protected. Now, I know not everybody knows everything, but I think that in this day and age, particularly if you are in the entertainment industry, there are certain things you've got to learn quickly. It's a place where you need to cash in on your ideas, and that means owning the behind the stuff, the things behind the scene. So yeah, you need to copyright your lyrics. You need to have ownership of whatever you can. So even if your song hasn't hit it big yet, if you have a catalog of songs, it is in your interest to protect your work. Because what if you lose your music notebook, right? And somebody finds it and makes the greatest album of all time, but you didn't protect that work, right? Then you're just kind of out here talking into the wind. This is why it's important to copyright your work. Don't be out here, accusing celebrities of plagiarism, when if you just had done the due diligence and gotten the legal copyright, you could have pulled out the paperwork. All right. But, yeah, I just wanted to kind of give my commentary on that. I want to thank you, King Tax Services 18, for sending me that story. Ladies and gentlemen, if you need help with budgeting or savings or, taxes, my girl, King Tax Services 18, she's going to get you right. She does live broadcasts where she teaches you how to manage your money. And I think that you guys should really check her out. We are going to have a short show this evening because I do not have any more stories. We can do Q&A for now, for the next 10 minutes or so, if you guys want to. Hey, Zephyrina, you are popping in just as I'm about to log off, my dear, unless you guys have questions. If you guys have questions, I will be on until 8:35. If you guys don't have questions, I'm going to leave it on for about 3 more minutes, okay? You had to change devices, that's okay. So let me know if you guys have questions. In the meantime, if you would like to get in contact with me to get your business out of the startup phase and into the running, go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm to set up your one-on-one coaching session today. Also, make sure that you check out gumroad.com/nplconsultingfirm. That is my e-store where you can find my digital products. Sometimes you don't need a one-on-one with me. Sometimes you just need, a little video to tell you what to do. And I've got plenty of those. I've got ebooks, videos, lots of digital products to help you along your startup journey. I tell you guys all the time, I am a professional nerd. I love doing this stuff. It makes me happy. It makes me giddy. So I create these things to make life easier for you. So go check out gumroad.com/NPL consulting firm to check out all of my digital products and see if any of them, might answer a question that you have. Okay. Yes, so I'm going to give y'all like maybe one more minute to get in some questions. If you have questions about registering your business with the state, EIN numbers, DUNS numbers, contracts, operating agreements, basic brand protection strategies, hiring employees, this is your time to ask. I am an open book for you. Let me see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to tell you guys what's going on with me. We'll be on tomorrow with more stories, Thursday at 8 o'clock. Yeah, I mean, today is just a short day, guys. Every day is not going to be a long day. I'm actually considering condensing the show down to 3 days a week. My schedule has gotten... Oh, Sincere, I missed your comment. You said they have ghostwriters, but not supposed to have ghostwriters. Yeah, I don't understand why that's such a big thing. R&B artists have ghostwriters all the time. Yeah, so we're going to be on tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Yes, I am considering condensing the show down to 3 days a week. My schedule has gotten... How did my schedule get more busy during quarantine? But I am blessed and highly favored, and I am not going to complain. But I may have to reshift some things for the show and cut down a day for it. So we may be moving down to 3 days a week. Not because I love you any less, but just because I need to be able to manage my life. Sit 39 said, exactly, it's the music business. I don't know. I guess because rap is such like, I guess, a quote unquote new art, music style. And, they crave originality, whatever. But I mean, have you heard, look, hip hop can't take away anything from hip hop, but the original songs that birthed hip hop, the lyrics weren't that great. I said it and I meant it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave you guys there. We will be back tomorrow. If you guys find any stories, please send them to me, because my sources are tapped out, y'all, and y'all have better eyes than I do. I can't be everywhere. So if you find any stories, please send them to me like King Tax Services 18 did with the Cardi thing. Take care of yourselves, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay. Bye.